There are 15 royal weddings that were the stuff of legend. Although a royal wedding is typically exceptional and of high standards, some of these weddings left their marks in ways that surprised the world. From the sheer beauty and magnificence of the parties to the steaming controversy behind the vows, these 15 most memorable royal weddings will leave you stunned beyond your wildest imagination. Starting with number 1, we have Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. The couple tied the knot in 2018 at the Windsor Castle during the spring. As is usual with British royal weddings, it was a grand event that saw lots of dignitaries in attendance. Their regal outfits exuded sparks of elegance as the entire ceremony was filled with pomp and splendor. The wedding day easily felt like something out of a fairy tale, considering the circumstances surrounding the couple's lives. Meghan was set to face several issues in the royal household concerning her race and unique lifestyle. And today, there's more friction between the couple and the royal family, Princess William and Kate Middleton. But unlike his younger brother, Prince William found himself a bride that ticked almost every box for a wife in the royal household. Princess Kate was like a blooming flower during her wedding, as she exuded grace and joy in her classy wedding dress. There were thousands of people in attendance to witness the glorious union of the royals. The couple's wedding was something the late Queen Elizabeth was particularly excited about, as Harry would one day be king, and he needed a worthy queen by his side. The couple currently enjoys a happy marriage with 3 children, Edward VIII and Wallis Simpson. But the highlights of a wedding day are not the only things that make it memorable, for some weddings come with a backstory of controversy and scandal. Just like this story of Edward VIII and Wallis Simpson, who married each other against all odds. Wallis Simpson was an American socialist as well as a divorcee. This meant she was totally unfit to become the queen consort, let alone marry any member of the royal family. But shortly after Edward became King of England and fell in love with her, he signed his abdication papers just to be with Wallis. His love for her was truly greater than his need to be king. Prince Charles and Diana Spencer. King Charles was also one of those royals with a scandalous marriage. His time with the late Princess Diana was filled with troubling situations as the couple struggled to keep their marriage. They had a grand wedding with a charm so contagious, one would beg for love. But as time passed, it became clear that wasn't the case with the couple. After several infidelity allegations on the part of Prince Charles and Diana, the pair split up before Diana lost her life not long after. Diana was such an iconic figure that it was said that she was more popular than her husband at the time. Their marriage isn't one the world will forget in a hurry. Sheikha Hind bint bin Maktoum and Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. While some weddings have a more scandalous touch to their stories, others were simply a display of affluence. That's one way to describe the kind of wedding between Sheikh Mohammed and Sheikha Hind bint Maktoum. The extravagant wedding had thousands of dignitaries in attendance and was said to have cost $137 million. At the time of the wedding, it was said to be the most expensive wedding in the world. There was an exceptional display of various sports like camel racing, alongside other fascinating shows like the aerobatics display of Dubai's Police Air Wing. Sheikha Hind is Sheikh Mohammed's first wife and queen consort. Their marriage has thrived ever since, and the Sheikh has 12 children from her, which also includes the heir apparent of Dubai, Prince Carl Philip of Sweden and Sofia Hellqvist. The Swedish royals tied the knot in 2015 at Stockholm's Royal Palace. Sofia Hellqvist was a model and reality TV star who met the Prince of Sweden in a restaurant while hanging out with friends. The prince was reported to have fallen in love with her at first sight when they met at the restaurant. They had a fantastic wedding ceremony with friends and family in attendance to show support for the new couple. Their marriage is still going strong, and they may be expecting a baby soon. Princess Anne and Mark Phillips. The marital relationship between Princess Anne and Mark Phillips was one ruled by infidelity, especially after the early stages of their marriage. The couple, who once shared love and affection, started to drift apart after Princess Anne caught feelings for one of the palace's equerries. Mark Phillips also had a child outside of his marriage with the princess, which was confirmed by the child's mother. At this point, the princess filed for divorce and married the man she was already in love with, Prince Joachim of Denmark and Marie Agato del Cavalier. They were first seen together in France during a holiday in 2005. At the time, Marie was pursuing a career in finance and advertising while Joachim was just divorced from his first wife. They married in Denmark and had a lovely wedding fitting for a Danish royal. Together, they have 2 sons and have shown no signs of separating to this day. Felipe VI of Spain and Letizia Ortiz Roca Solano. This Spanish love story was a truly romantic one, as Prince Felipe wed Letizia Ortiz on the 22nd of May 2004 at Almudena Cathedral in Madrid. The prince first saw Letizia on television when she worked as a journalist. After setting up a meeting with her through a mutual friend, they soon began dating in 2002 before getting engaged in 2003. The couple have 2 children, as Felipe is now King of Spain alongside his queen, Letizia Ortiz. King Henry VIII and Anne Boleyn. The story of the king who changed the religion of a country for the woman he loved is one that can never be forgotten in a hurry. King Henry VIII, who ruled England in the 16th century, divorced his wife at the time to marry his mistress, Anne Boleyn. But the problem was that he couldn't just divorce his wife, as it was against the customs of the Catholic Church. So he created a church of his own, known as the Church of England, and married his bride there. However, it was recorded that King Henry eventually beheaded Anne Boleyn on the counts of cheating and proceeded to marry 4 other women before he died: Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson. Another romantic relationship turned scandalous affair was the one between Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson. The two had a lovely wedding ceremony that drew the attention of many people, but these royals didn't take long to show that things were never rosy in the first place. Prince Andrew's marriage to Sarah didn't turn out the way he expected, and they got divorced. It is known that they still live together, even though they are publicly divorced. Very little is known about the true state of things between them to date. Sultan Muhammad V of Kelantan and Oksana Vojvodina Tatler. The Sultan of Kelantan married his Russian beauty queen, Oksana Vojvodina, in native Malaysian style and also in Western Russian style. The ceremony saw many friends, family, business associates, and lots of people in attendance. But as with most of the royal marriages, these two didn't last long, despite Vojvodina converting to Islam because of the marriage. Sultan Muhammad eventually divorced her after having 1 child together: King Farouk I of Egypt and Queen Farida. These two were only teenagers when they got married in the 1930s. King Farouk I was 17 when he married the 16-year-old Safinaz Zulfikar, who was renamed Farida upon her marriage to the young king. The day was one full of festivities, as there were military parades and Air Force displays all through the day. The marriage was held in Cairo's Abdeen Palace in 1938 and lasted for over a decade, after it seemed Queen Farida couldn't birth a male heir for the king. The divorce happened in 1948, with the king proceeding to marry another woman who gave him a son, Sheikha Mahra and Sheikh Mana. The Dubai royals made heads turn with their lavish wedding and romantic lifestyle displayed consistently on social media. With their royal status, their wedding was attended by only the rich and powerful, both within and outside the UAE. Her regal appearance on her wedding day matched her husband's handsome look as they took pictures together. But sooner than we expected, Sheikha Mahra discovered her husband was cheating on her and publicly divorced him on her Instagram via a post. This was after they had a girl who was just a couple of months old at the time. Currently, Sheikh Mana is in exile and is yet to receive forgiveness from the king, Sheikh Mohammed Al Maktoum. King Mohammed VI of Morocco and Princess Lala Salma. For this couple, their marriage was indeed a memorable one because it was the first time a queen would be seen by her people during her wedding in Morocco. It was the Moroccan culture for the queen to remain private when newly married, but Princess Lala's case became the first exception. The two met at a private party before getting married in 2002. After 2 children together, the couple divorced in 2018 and none has remarried since then. So what do you think about these royal weddings? Hit the comments to let us know your thoughts, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this.